Hello everyone, today we have Our House by Madness. A really fun song. It's got a lot of these tricky key shifts in it. And I'll point those out to you for sure and get them all ironed out. And there's some cool little guitar soloing that's not too, labor intensive. Nice sound in there. And just to get right into it, we have this verse progression here. And the interesting thing happens with this later on. I'll show you that. But at this point, it's just kind of one chord per measure. And if you want, you can just straight up just strum it once, let it go with the measure. Or you can, just kind of try to strum along and go how the piano is going. But the initial chord here would be a C chord. So nice and easy. Just okay, one measure of that. And now we're going to move to a G minor chord. Okay, so just bar that 3, 5, and 5 on the A and D. Alright, and from there we go to a D minor. And then finish it with an F minor. And like I said, you can either just let that ring once a measure, just or you could try to match the piano and just kind of be okay, whatever you like. And after the intro, it goes about 3 times during the intro, and then the verse will come in. And once the verse comes in, it does this cool little guitar riff at the end of each progression, where we're going to be at the 1st fret. We're just hitting some single notes here. We go 1st fret to 3rd to 4 on the E. And then hit an open D string, and then finish it with a 3 on the A. Cool little riff there. Alright, and once the first chorus comes in, it's going to be up to a D chord, and now it kind of switches where we're doing 2 chords per measure. Okay, so it's going to be that D chord to a A minor. Okay, next measure we start with an E minor and then finish it with a G. Okay, and the vibe of this is it's kind of staccato. It's kind of just short chords, so it's going to be more like trying to get that feel to it. And if you want, you can kind of just follow the piano and bass line a little bit and just kind of add those little short chords just before getting to the next one. So something like something like that. It's kind of cool. Okay, and now once we get to that second chorus, we go through it like we did the first time, where it's in D and then A minor and then E then G. But after we go through it a couple times with that key, then we shift a key. And this is going to happen a couple times, like in the next chorus also. So instead of being at that D, now we're going to do it a couple times at a B chord, okay, to a F sharp minor, to a C sharp minor, and then finish on an E chord. Okay, so like I said, some fun little key shifts in here, some nice chord practice. Alright, and after that chorus happens, all that fun stuff, and just before we get into this cool little solo, there's kind of this interlude section where the guitar in the recording is just hitting some single notes here. You can put some chords to this if you like, but I think it sounds nice like this, where we're just doing a 3 on the E, and then we do 3, 2, okay, and then end the measure with the 2 again, and then start the next one with the open A. Okay, and then we do that open A to a 2nd on the A. Okay, hit that second just before we repeat all the way to the beginning. Alright, and now we get this guitar solo section. It's not really like a shredder or nothing like that. It's just kind of some cool little melodies with the guitar notes here. And we're going to start on the 3 of the A. We go there, 2 on the D, 3 on the D to open G. Walk it back now by going 3 on the D to 2 on the D. Start the second measure by just letting that open D ring. Okay, so. Alright, start the third measure with a couple of those open Ds. Alright, and then we hit 3 on the D, open G, 3D to 2D. Alright, and now we do that little riff that we do at the end of the verse. Okay, so just try it all together now. Alright, next part of the solo, we're doing 3 on the A, 2 on the D, open G, 2 open on the G to 2 on the D. Okay. Second measure is the open D. Okay, then we do a couple 2s on the D. Open G, second to open. Second on the D. Then we finish it with that end of the verse riff. Okay. Alright, so try that whole second part together now. Alright, in this last chorus now, it's kind of 3 different key changes that happen here. First, we're going to do it in the key of D like we did the very first chorus, and then we're going to go through it in that B key that we did in the second chorus. And after we get through all that, we're going to throw it in a third key now. And this one's kind of interesting because it's essentially, now that we're going to bring it into this C key, it's essentially just the verse pattern. But we're going to double time it. We're going to do 2 chords per measure instead of just the 1 like we did. So kind of interesting how it worked its way back in here in a different look. Alright, so this will be this third time through now. This will be the key of C to that G minor to the D minor. But since this is the chorus now, instead of hitting that F minor, we're just going to make it a regular F. Okay. Alright, and then after that, the song kind of just starts fading out, but it just repeats in the key of D and the key of B again. So essentially just doing that second chorus over. And you're all set. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.